So, root chakra, we're going to talk a little bit about sound, which I think it's so important to talk about sound because I'm going to take my hair down. Every frequency has a vibration, and we will resonate with that frequency or vibration. And our chakras are basically like the tuning instruments within ourselves. And if you think about it from a musical perspective, we're the instrument, and sometimes we're out of tune. And all we really need to do is to kind of pull that pitch up just a little bit to kind of vibrate with that frequency. I oftentimes think of spirituality as an orchestra where everyone in different religions has their own instrument. And so what happens is some people are playing a flute and a violin and a drum and a cello, and we've got harpsichords, and we've got just all these different kinds of instruments from all different cultures, and they sound beautiful when they're playing by themselves or with the same instrument. But when you put them all in a room together, they sound awful. There's all this discordance, the notes don't match, nothing's fitting, and they're not playing the same song. But if you tell them all to sing do, do, suddenly everyone goes, oh, and they get their instrument and they match it, right? And they're all of a sudden, all these different instruments from all over are finding in match. They're in harmony. They're vibrating at the same frequency, and we're the same thing. So just because you have a different religious background or you grew up in a different faith doesn't mean that it's all necessarily wrong and you need to throw it out and start over. It's just that you need to raise the frequency, the vibration, the pitch to find it so we can all vibrate together, because there is a universal truth in every faith. And trust me, as someone who has studied many, many different faiths, just as a side note, a little bit about myself. As a child, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I was not allowed to participate in different services or churches or experiences or birthdays or Christmases or anything like that. And I remember asking my mom at a young age about that. And she said, well, I don't know. If you want to find God, you have to find him on your own. And wise advice. I spent most of my life searching. So even as a young child, I would talk to friends. I'd be like, oh, do you go to church? Can I go with you? Can I sleep over and go with you? And, they'd say, sure, you can come to church with us. So I went to synagogue. I went to Hindu temples. I went to Pentecostal church and evangelical churches. And I went to Catholic churches. And I went to anything that someone would let me go with. I went to pagan circles when I was in high school. I mean, I was like, what do you do? Oh, can I learn about that? Can I learn through you? And so I would go and I would learn more about them. And I found that there is a frequency that they all vibrate in. And that's love, right? That's the universal truth of God. It's love. It's that frequency. And we are our own instrument. So each chakra has a note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, right? Do, 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 do. So we can tune our instrument. Now the root chakra is very, very foundation, drums, right? Anything that you can play that will get you grounded and earthy and into the frequency. This is my beautiful rattle that I love so much. You can make your own rattle. I wear bracelets all the time, and I wear bracelets and I can clink my bracelets. So if I'm feeling negative energy, I'll just clink my bracelets. Clear, cancel, delete, and the frequency's gone. Kind of break up that energy. So if you want to tap into the frequency of the root chakra, you're going to work in the frequency of 396 hertz. And you can find on YouTube lots of different frequency music that kind of play that note, and you can listen to it and meditate with it. It's a very low, biannual beat kind of, frequency. I also recommend listening to the Schumann frequency, which is the frequency of the earth, which was 7.38. Both are great for kind of harmonizing the root chakra and kind of grounding you into the earth. But again, any kind of, pounding your feet, dancing, stomping, dancing, clapping, like that's root chakra. That's 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 bringing you in, right? Um, and then in terms of meditation, if you want to tune your instrument to the root chakra, you want to sing in the note of C or Do, and you can do it up the scales. If you have a singing bowl, that would be great. You can also use it's called the Be the Root, which is when you meditate, it's Lam, Lam, Lam. Sound frequency is so important. Don't worry about being on note or pitch or this or that, because it's breaking up the frequency, the vibration, all that negative energy. It's telling your body, like, we're doing something different. That's why singing feels so good. That's why dancing feels so good. It's energy. It's mixing it up. So lam, the meditation is you put these two fingers together, lay it on your lap. Lam. Wonderful, 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 wonderful ways to connect to the root chakra. So, my dear friends, I hope that gets you started in connecting with the root chakra and tuning your instrument. And tell me how it's going for you. I'm just going to end real quick with a song that I love, which you might want to sing, which is turning, turning, earth is turning, turning round and round till morning, and from morning round to night. Isn't that great? You can probably sing it better than me. Go for it. Bye.